I make awesome videos.
Okay. Good morning and welcome to 2025. As you can tell, this is a slightly different video because I'm not at the racetrack, although I am currently pretending that I am. So what we're going to do here, we're doing a bit of a Q&A, a bit of a sit down, a bit of a chat with me, go through the plans, go a bit about questions you might have, because I've realised 3 years of this channel, I've never done this. So some of you guys who watch the videos may not know anything, may have loads of questions to ask. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with the video. I've got Hockenheim playing in the background as well, so if I just stare at you, I'm actually just watching Mark pull back into the pits. Editor Heidi's here as well, say hello.
Hello.
So she's going to be asking me questions. Who's that handsome fella? Whoa. So she's going to be asking me questions that you guys have asked on Facebook or on Instagram or wherever. Good time to say we've got an Instagram, link will be down in the description. We've got a TikTok, link will be down in the description. And you might see a couple of clips on this on TikTok as well. So awesome. Right, without further ado, first question please, Heidi.
What's it like stopping a bike?
Stopping a bike is interesting. So you might see in the vlog I did of the first, well, that was genuinely my first ever time riding anything more than 125 cc's. You'll see right at the top end I sit up. That's because the guy next to me made me jump, and that was like getting a chair to the face, because that's 145 miles an hour air straight into your face. That was interesting. Beyond that, it's okay because I'm only really doing 139-ish mile an hour. It's not that bad. I'm sure the guys who do 200 odd mile an hour, that's a lot. I bet that's sketchy as all hell. I know Al Morrison Jr. had an incident last year where he sat up because unfortunately the guy in the next lane to him crashed, and that made him jump. He sat up and it really did his neck in and chin as well. So it can be really sketchy. There's multitudes of videos online of people slowing down a bit wrong, but I'm at the bottom end of the scale on that one, so it's really not that bad. Next question, Heidi, please.
Who is your racing hero?
So.
Well, editor notes, if there's one person that you don't say, I will be very disappointed. So I'm waiting to hear who it is.
So, that's Steve. But Mark commented as well on this, and it's obviously Mark. Sorry, Mark. It's he drives a black and orange car. Well, he used to. Now his daughter does. It's a man called Urs Erbacher. He is awesome. He lives the best life. He's the king of nitro, and I don't care what anyone says. He multiple European champion in Top Fuel. He won Top Methanol Funny Car before that. He has just the best resume. He builds, or used to build, custom choppers to fund his racing, and then he went, actually I'm going to build custom Porsches and restore 1960s Porsches to fund his Top Fuel, and that is just awesome. His daughter gets in the car now, India, and she killing it. She won the European Championship last year, which was awesome to see. This weekend, not last year, year before, I actually got to meet him. Here's the picture. Again, from when I was little, when I met him when I was about 4, before I even started racing. A legend. I love him.
That's the answer I needed.
Next question, please.
Why did you do it? Just why? It hasn't got enough wheels, not good enough. I'm guessing that's about the bike.
Yeah, that's Kenzie as well. I know exactly who asked that one. Money. It's cheaper. To run 9s in a car, I was several £1,000s deep in the build, and it hadn't even got a drive shaft in it yet or anything like that. It needed new wheels, bodywork, fuel tank, fuel pump, all of this, batteries. I had most of it. I say had because I've sold quite a lot of it now to fund the bike, but I had probably not even a quarter of it in this bike, and I'm racing already, and it's easier to store because it was about this big as opposed to like I was 137 inches my dragster that I was building. Yeah, it's just far too much convenience involved with running a bike than over a car. That's why I went for a bike. Also, Scotty Crookston and Jake Michelle, you know who you are. Your fault.
Alright,
I
this
should
is
swear, but I should probably point out that it wouldn't have happened if them two people didn't get involved. Basically, Scotty Crookston sent it to me, sent me the link and went, buy this, this is pretty cool. And Jake tagged me in it as well, and I was like, well, that's two people who've sort of tagged me in it. And then I said to Scotty, I was like, look, I can't take it to the track, I can't get it there, I've got nowhere to store it, and I can't really afford it. And he went, well, I'll help you store it, I'll take it to the track for you. So I was like, well, yes then. There's nothing more to it than that. So yeah, next year, 950 bike.
this is a two-part question.
Okay.
So, are you ready for the 2025?
That's my helmet, by the way. Sorry.
Are you ready for the 2025 season?
No.
And will you marry me?
Who asked that?
Hayden.
You are too young for me. So Hayden's my competitor next year. He is also be racing in 950 bike. He's got a YouTube channel as well. Here's one of the videos from that channel. Yes, I filmed that because I'm a legend. Ready for 2025 season? No, I still need leathers, boots, gloves, and a license. Pretty big things you need to go racing. And apart from that, oh, the bike needs a little bit of work. It needs a new rear tyre and fingers crossed a paint job. Yeah. Apart from that, ready as I'll ever be.
I'm guessing you'll know who asked this question.
Okay.
Do you actually suck, or is it just for the camera?
Oh, I suck massively. Is that Harley?
Yeah.
Is he in this video? He is somewhere. No, I just suck. So I did 10 years in junior dragsters, 10 and a bit. Never won an event and never won a championship. Yeah, that was before cameras. I scored the second most amount of points in junior dragster.
What did I call you when we found that out?
Oh, I'm the world's best also ran. Yeah. I'm just the guy who turns up and beats most people, but not everyone.
You beat just enough people to get by.
What? See, most of my points I used to get was in qualifying. So I was really, really good at that one thing, which is cutting a reaction time on the tree. That's how these things qualify. But when it comes to eliminations, I used to back down a bit, and that means I got beat most of the time. Because I spent most of my time going red, and I needed to not do that. Apart from him, he went 03. Him? Hello? Oh, it's raining. He used to spend most of his time going 03 on the tree, which is much better. Next question.
How did you get into drag racing?
Okay, so the way I got into drag racing is a bit different compared to how most people get into the sport. Most people, it's either they had a friend that was going, so they tagged along, their parents went, their parents did it. Like Harley, his dad raced, and then his dad went with his dad, and his dad went with a mate. So Harley's technically a third generation racer. I'm a first. But I went because my parents were actually the paramedics at the track. So my mum and my dad both worked there. And I was born in April 2003, and my first event was also April 2003. I technically actually went before I was born. So I was raised at the side of the track on the bank, watching races like Ursa, back I mentioned earlier, like Andy Robinson, killing it in Pro Mod and Top Fuel. Fast Freddy being a legend for that whole time. And now I've actually managed to commentate over him. It's just the best. Watching the fuel alters from the bank, all of this. So I was pretty much born and raised at Pod. Any event that was on, I was there. I'm not an only child. I was raised with two sisters, and I've got some older siblings as well. Neither of which are actually into racing. Well, Charlotte is. You'll see her in a couple of the videos. She crews for Scotty Crookston, and hopefully she'll be crewing for a bit for me as well. But Heidi enjoys doing editing and filming, so I've got her helping on this one instead. That's it. That's how I got into racing. Oh, I should probably say. So, obviously, I grew up watching everything, and on my 7th birthday, I actually cried because I didn't want to be 7, I wanted to be 8. Because when you're 8, you can drive one of these things. And finally, my dad let me have a go. Rented out the Santapoder Racers Club Junior Stock, which quite a few drivers have actually started in. And then, yeah, it was supposed to be a day. get it out of my system, be fine. That was 14 years ago, and I'm still hooked. So I raced in Junior Dragster. I got my first car when I was 10. That was aptly named the Tominator 1. Raced that until the age of 12, because then I had to step up from junior stock. So junior stock is 8 till 10. That's the SPRC car. I rented that for 2 years. Tominator 1 was junior modified, which is 10 to 13. And then junior modified advanced was where I got the Tominator 2, which is Jack Taylor's car that you'll see in a couple of these videos. Raced that from 13 to 18. Came runner up in the championship twice. Did bits with it. And yeah, that was me done driving until the next year, where Mike Couch let me have a go in his slingshot, which is in one of the vlogs. And then that was it until I got the bike.
What are your plans for the next season for 2025?
Okay, so 2025 is going to be a bit busy for me because I'm not been asked yet, but I'm hoping I'll be back in the commentary booth. So that'll be a couple of events throughout the year. I'll be commentating. Shouldn't affect my racing, but if I can make it work, even if it does. I've got these guys that I'll be crewing for because they're going to do a full season next year as well. I've got Scotty on the bike. He's going to be doing a full season with me. So mine and Scotty's videos will probably be intertwined, and then Bull Breakers. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this yet, either to intertwine them with the videos and just make really long videos, or do separate videos from the same weekend. So you could technically have 2 day 1s, 2 day 2s, 2 day 3s, and going on like that. In fact, let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see there, because I'm open to suggestions on that one. Well, that's it. That's my plan, to do that for the whole season. Hopefully, get some wins, get some nice long videos, because the longer the videos means the more rounds we've gone through. And yeah, exciting.
So what's it been like doing the commentary, and how did you start doing it?
So starting doing it actually goes back a good few years. Me and Harley did some colour commentary for Wild Bunch at Dragstalgia a few years ago now. I'm not actually sure what year that was. It was a few. And then I did a bit of colour commentary when I got knocked out in Junior Drags, which was a lot. Only a couple of times though, not really that much. But through that, I met Colin and Daryl. And then I started doing these videos, which showed Colin my how well I can talk on camera and to a microphone. And from there, he sort of ambushed me and said, "Hey, how would you like to do some commentary at the first event of this season?" That was 2 years ago now. And I thought, yes, I've got nothing else going on, so yes, I will do that. Went up to the commentary booth, and they haven't managed to pry me out of it since. I must admit, it is the coolest thing as well. It's raw. So we have the headphones on and with the mouthpiece, but it doesn't stop the vibration, the noise. I've had the jet cars blow my phone out my hand. I've had cars go underneath and vibrate the whole tower. And it's not necessarily cars that you'd expect to do it. Like the top of a car, you expect to do it. A jet car, you expect to do it. But then it'll be like an odd Pro ET car that just vibrates the hell out the tower. Some of the bikes rock the tower when they go underneath the top of your bikes. They rock the tower, which is so weird to feel. Oklahoma Willie, the jet bus, the way he does his blast and the way his jet is angled up, it actually does rock the whole tower backwards and forwards. But I've been able to commentate over and see some awesome stuff. Joe Bond getting really, really sideways in the slingshot. Kevin Kent's wheel coming off in the funny car. That was a bizarre one. Stuff that you guys can't see from the back in the grandstand, so I can actually see behind the tower as well. And it was watching Fast Freddy last year get knocked out in eliminations, come back down for a match race with a fuel altered, and it's the most nervous I've ever seen him in my life. He was more nervous for the match race with Havoc than he was racing in the championship he races in, and it was the best run he did all weekend. He ran a 6:02, which he hadn't done yet. Havoc crossing the centre line, no issues at all for Freddie. Gonna be a 5. Oh. Thank you very much for watching. We managed to do this whole thing in just side one of the videos. I've got playing in the background, so yeah, not too much information there. Hopefully it's been informative. Hopefully now those of you who don't know who I am know a bit more about me, knows how much I can waffle. And yeah, fingers crossed that 2025 is going to go really well. I'm so excited for this season. Me and Heidi are going to film some more videos. And yeah, see you next time. Heidi, say goodbye.
Bye.